so you understand my video, I'm going to explain this, the after effect in the beginning of this video, so you understand it. What I was doing was I'm about a month behind on making videos, and I planted the Jimmy Red in 2 rows of sweet corn way before 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before I planted this, but I needed to lay these rows off so I know how much space I needed to leave over here for these plants for the transplanter. Does that make any sense? But the tomatoes are looking great. I got drip hoses on it, but it's got some rain on it. Yeah, boy, I got some rain on it. Say that again, got some rain on it. I already dosed the fertilizer down. That video will be later. Cultivating the fertilizer, and I put a short clip of it up in there. But I'm get behind with the South Carolina trip, the Bladen Farms and the Auger trailer and all that stuff, and put me behind on making the videos and putting them out. But this is the Jimmy Red I planted in this video. It's got a 70-80% stand on it. These 2 rows here are peaches and cream sweet corn for my house. So this is for the pigs. And you notice I shrunk these rows down a little more here. These rows are a lot closer together here. But come along good. This is the after effect. I'm gonna show you how I did it, the way I did it, so you see it first, because this wasn't here in the video. All right, and the 2 rows of peas was a no-go. They didn't come up, so I replaced the 2 rows of peas with some extra peppers and some extra squash and stuff here. Anyway, thanks for watching. All I'm gonna do here is drop my back feet down just to mark my rows. Is all I'm doing. I just want to mark my rows to know how much space I need. I'm not gonna plant these vegetables yet. I'm gonna plant them, be 2 or 3 more weeks before I plant them. But I'm gonna plant the rest of this from here over after the 10 rows in Jimmy Red on 30-inch rows. These are gonna be planted on normal 42-inch rows with a skip row on the tomatoes. And on the Jimmy Red, I'm gonna do 34-inch rows. That's gonna be for the pigs. I got to plant my pig feed here close to the house to keep the deer out of it. Deer won't bother because there's so much gunshots and loud 4-wheelers all around the house. I don't have no problem with deer right around the house, and I got a deer dog stays in my yard to keep the predators off. He'll keep everything chased off. But down the road, away from the house and civilization, the deer and turkeys will scalp me. So I need whatever I'm gonna plant for the pigs, I gotta keep it here close to the house, around the circle here. All right, I just laid the row off with no hopper on there, no seed in there. This is Jimmy Red. Got apple peel on it. Apple peel. Laid off 10 rows. All right, I'm gonna do two rows of black-eyed peas right here. She's gonna get the seed tomorrow, and we're gonna do 2 rows of jalapeno peppers. We're gonna do a row of tomatoes, a row of cucumbers, a row of squash, a row of tomatoes, and we'll have a skip row on the tomatoes. So now we're gonna plant the rest of this little area in Jimmy Red. From the tractor over, it's gonna be Jimmy Red, and we're gonna feed that to the pigs. Stay tuned. And I got this on closer row spacing. I'm not driving in the flat back plow forward. I'm driving beside it. I'm driving right beside it, basically between the furrow and the planter. Basically. They give about 32 inches spacing on the corner. Way more plants to the curve. Well, we're going to plant just 1 row of peaches and cream this year. That's enough for a house. And then stay tuned, we're gonna plant 2 rows of peas, black-eyed peas. I got Jimmy Red over here. I'm gonna do 1 row of peaches and cream, and then I'm gonna do 2 rows of black-eyed peas. And I'll show you the seed plate I'm gonna use for that. Well, we're gonna do 2 rows of black-eyed peas and switch my seed plate out. This is a CIX24. It's a round seed plate. I got this a sweet corn, but it don't work that way. The flat cell works better than this round cell, but it'll work. It works good on them peas though. Well, we're gonna plant 2 rows of black-eyed peas. But that's all, folks. That's that. We have a pound of Jimmy Red planted and 10 rows of vegetables laid off. And that's all we're gonna plant. I'll walk down here and give you a little brief overview on what we did here. We got a row of tomatoes, a skip row, a row of cucumbers beside the skip row, because I need room for the tomatoes to bush out and get somewhere for the cucumbers to run. Row of squash. Row what, honey? Okra and what? Okra and what?
The cayenne peppers.
Cayenne peppers. 2 rows of jalapeno peppers. And 2 rows of black-eyed peas. And what's this other row for? Yeah, I got cucumbers.
Butter beans?
Yeah, well, the 10th row, I don't think we decided on what we're gonna do in the 10th row. We'll pick something out. But I'm gonna do the 2 rows of black eyed peas. I'm probably do them tomorrow if everything, the weather permits. I'll probably do that right beside this these corn seeds. Now from here over is Jimmy Red. If anybody paying attention when I was doing, I planted the corn a lot closer to the point of dirt was almost falling back over top of the planter tracks. So what I did was that's gonna cut my corn rows down. Go out west, them guys plant on 15 to 30-inch rows, not 40, 42. So this is gonna be 32 to 34-inch row spacing. That's as tight as I can get it and still work it with the tractor. All right, I think the 230, you can pull that down to 30-inch rows. But ever get that set up, I do my planting and cultivating with that. I might can get down to 30-inch rows on my. You can't do them in bushy plants like that. You do sunflowers and corn. Something got a lot of leg on it, maybe cotton or something like that. Something got a lot of leg on it that don't bush out. So we're gonna plant all our corn. I did that test spot last year, 32-inch row sunflowers. Some spots are 32, 34, no more than 34. Apple peel on the seeds. And one right there. And I'm gonna leave him there for the crow to pick him off. Maybe pick a couple. I've done that on every row. Make sure I dropped a few on the ground for the crows to see. But Jimmy Red's gonna be fed to the pigs. And we're gonna eat this over here. And we're gonna plant some more Jimmy Red and some sunflowers later, but I'm gonna wait. I gotta wait till the middle of May to do the sunflowers for the sunflowers to be right during dove season. So next thing we're gonna be planting will be with sweet corn, or we're gonna use a transplanter on this.